Alright, what is up, y'all? So today, everybody that is over an AV5 is gone. Well, not really, but they're just 40 overalls, so they're not going to play. So as you can see, almost every team, except for like the Bulls, the Cavs lost Drummond. We'll get through all the teams, but basically all you need to know is everybody over 85 is gone. Like, they're not gonna play. They probably won't be on a team ever again after their contract's up. So there's your full list of everybody who's gone. As you can see, some of the teams are still gonna start them. I mean, I haven't gone in and done this. The computer is gonna control that. As you can see, hopefully the computer should do that. But obviously the Sixers ended up losing Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. The Bucks lost Chris Middleton and Giannis. The Bulls didn't lose anybody. Levine's one of the top guys in the league now. Cavs, like I said, lost Drummond. The Celtics lost Tatum and Kemba. They still have Jaylen Brown and Gordon Hayward. Lakers lose Paul George and Kawhi. They still have Harrell, who's one of the top guys now. Grizzlies didn't lose anybody. Ja barely made the cut. The Hawks lost Trae Young, John Collins, and Clint Capella, so this team is going to be god-awful now. The Heat lost Bam and Jimmy. The Hornets didn't lose anybody. The Jazz lost Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. Kings didn't lose anybody. De'Aaron Fox barely makes the cut. The Knicks didn't lose anybody. Lakers lost Braun and AD, and now this team's not looking that good. Magic, Vucevic barely makes the cut. The Mavericks lose Luka and Porzingis. The Nets lose KD and Kyrie. Jokic is off the Nuggets. Jamal Murray makes the cut. The Pacers didn't lose anybody. Sabonis barely makes the cut. And the Pelicans lose Brandon Ingram and Zion. Detroit doesn't lose anybody. Derrick Rose barely makes the cut. The Raptors lose Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam. So Freddie's their best player now. The Rockets lose Harden and Russell Westbrook. The Spurs lose DeRozan, and Aldridge barely made the cut. The Suns keep DeAndre Ayton, he barely makes the cut, but Devin Booker's gone. The Thunder lose Chris Paul, but Shea and Steven Adams barely make the cut. The Timberwolves lose Towns, and the Trailblazers lose Whiteside, McCollum, and Lillard. The Warriors lose Curry and Clay. Wiggy barely makes the cut, and the Wizards lose John Wall and Bradley Beal. So that's everybody. Now we're going to get into simming and see what happens. See if any of these guys somehow get playing time still. I mean, I think if I end up simming a day, they'll just get pulled. They haven't gotten pulled yet. So that might be a little concerning that they might actually play. I'm going to help out this team at least. The other teams will figure it out eventually, hopefully. I'd sure hope that they figure it out, but we'll get to simming. Alright, so we're at the All-Star break, and D'Angelo Russell and Nikola Vucevic are your captains. So, as you can see, we have a lot of one-time All-Stars. Kevin Love and DeMarcus Cousins, they usually never make it. Al Horford hasn't made it in so many years, neither has LaMarcus Aldridge. Blake Griffin hasn't made it in a few years, but literally outside of that, Vucevic and Russell are one or two times. Everybody else is a one-time All-Star, so that is crazy, and really I can only see, I missed Derrick Rose. I could see De'Aaron Fox being one, maybe next year. Jamal Murray, I could have seen him maybe making it this year. Next year, I could see him making it. Shea, I could have seen him making it this year. I definitely could see him next year. Sabonis was a real-life All-Star. I could see him making it again next year. And Zach LaVine, I think, could make it next year. So really a bunch of guys that are younger, and he'll probably be an All-Star in a few years. Alright, so Nikola Vucevic is the MVP. Darius Garland beats out Ja Morant for Rookie of the Year. Ja played, wow, that's kind of surprising. Mo Bamba was the sixth man of the year, so the Magic must have been pretty good. Victor Oladipo wins Defensive Player of the Year. Malik Monk wins Most Improved, and Brad Stevens is Coach of the Year. Yeah, these All NBA teams are horrible. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Devontae Graham is on the third team. Darius Garland is a rookie's on the third team. Wiggy's on the third team. Yeah, that's a bad team. This is all defensive first team and second team. Yeah, those are pretty good teams. And then all rookie teams should just be normal outside of missing Zion. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. So the Boston Celtics, you lose 2 people, but I mean Jaylen Brown usually progresses halfway through the season. He was an 85 when it started, so I couldn't remove him. Raptors only lost 2 players. Magic didn't lose anybody. I think, yeah, they didn't lose anybody, did they? No, they didn't. Cavs only lost 1 person. Bucks basically lost their team, but it was still DiVincenzo and Eric Bledsoe, I guess, were enough. The Nets really only lost Kyrie. Pacers didn't lose anybody, so that makes sense. And then the Wizards is kind of surprising. The rest of these teams, it's kind of it makes sense that the Hawks are horrible. Makes sense that the Jazz are horrible. Makes sense. All these make sense. The Suns, yeah, they only lost Devin Booker. I was not expecting the Lakers. I was expecting the Lakers to be down there because they lost 2 players. Man, AD and Braun. Did either of them get playing time? Nope, they did not. That's good. So that means it worked. And then obviously the Grizzlies with Ja are at the top. Taking a look at the league leaders. Dennis Schroeder leads the league in scoring. Rebounding with Steven Adams. Rebounding, Tony Bradley is up there. That's surprising. And assists, Lonzo leads the league. Steals, DiVincenzo, and blocks, Mitchell Robinson. And then, surprisingly, there weren't a lot of turnovers. I thought the turnovers would be up just a little bit. Shooting percentages are, pretty normal. Those are pretty normal. But this playoff is going to be interesting to see. My guess is going to be the Celtics, or I'm going to go with the Kings because they didn't lose anybody. So I think the Kings from the 3 seed might be able to make it. But Boston looks like it's going to go down in the first round, maybe? Never mind, they're going to come back from 3-1. Oh, no, they lost. They lost Game 7. The Kings are up 3-1. The Thunder are up 3-1. Raptors are going to move on. Maybe not. The Magic are actually going to move on and play the Bucks, who somehow made the conference finals still. And so Thunder take Game 5, and it looks like Kings Magic is going to be our finals, and it looks like the Magic are just going to sweep. Vucevic, I guess, is the best player under 85 overall. So that is what would happen if everybody over 70 or over 85 would be removed from the NBA. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out.